Hi, and welcome to Cricket Talk with Venky. Venky, welcome to the show.
Namaskara. Thank you very much, Srinivasmurthy. It's always a pleasure to be on the show and to speak to you.
Thank you, Venky. Venky, see, 24th February 2021 is going to be an historic day, I would say, and it has to be written in golden letters because tomorrow, or rather 24th February, India is unveiling, probably you can say India's pride and world's envy, that is world's largest cricket stadium and second largest sporting stadium in the world tomorrow at Ahmedabad.
Oh, that's fantastic! Great news for all the cricketing fans across the world, and more so in particular for the Indian cricket fans, I should say. I think everybody should be proud of this and should take a lot of pride in it, saying that India has got one of the biggest stadium, a sporting stadium or a cricket stadium in particular, this is one of the many firsts that India is having. Capacity of more than 100,000 people, that is 1 lakh people. That means to say that we are capable of anything. And here I need to really congratulate Board of Control for Cricket in India, for having a stadium of this big, and it's a treat. It's a treat for all the fans, and that shows that the fans, the kind of what should I say? They just love to come to those stadiums and watch this game and watch their superstars on the field.
The magnitude and the awesomeness of this ground is simply amazing because, Venky, this is the only cricket stadium in the world which has got 4 dressing rooms. People might be wondering why you require 4 dressing rooms. You need only 2, one for the home and one for the away. What the reason I am given to understand is, Venky, whenever there is a double-header IPL match or a double-header in a World T20 Championship, then you see a couple of teams which plays the second match, they come and wait outside the ground or on the boundary line. You generally see the players waiting so that they don't get into such kind of situations. They have, thought about that and designed 4 dressing rooms, Venky.
That's unbelievable. That also shows. I mean, sometimes I wonder whether it's double headers happen in the same ground. Normally, double headers do happen in different venues. But yes, of course, they have taken that precaution. Suppose in case if there are 2 matches happening back to back in the same venue, I think probably that's when the other 2 teams, which is going to play the match later on, would be having the dressing room. So I mean, there's a lot of thought that has gone into this. It's not just about the dressing room. I'm sure when you have a ground of this magnitude, there is a parking space, there is an indoor facility, or a swimming pool facility, or the clubhouse facility. There are so many things that they were thought of, when you have a ground like that. So I'm sure a lot of planning would have gone through this, because in my international sport management course, I've been reading about a lot of stadiums, which I'm doing, just finished from University of London. There are a lot of stadiums that that are built thinking spectators, keeping spectators in mind or their comfort in mind. So in that sense, I'm sure they've given a lot of thought to this.
Just to give you the numbers, Venky, it's a 63-acre plot built with a cost of 800 crore, parking, as you said, for 3,000 cars, 3 practice fields. I'm not telling 3 practice wickets, I'm telling 3 practice fields, indoor stadium, 76 carpet boxes which can accommodate 25 each. Then there is a 50 rooms in their clubhouse. So this is with an Olympic size swimming pool to the boot. Can you imagine? Olympic size swimming pool. Then you have an attached gym to the dressing room. Then there is a separate restroom, Venky, where there is sort of mini pool where, after the game you can have ice bath. I mean, every little thing has been taken care, right from players' perspective as well as spectators' perspective.
Yeah, it's just unbelievable, as I said earlier, and everything is planned in such a way that the spectators, they are the people. Because of spectators, the sport is thriving, and because the viewers, the sport is thriving. So obviously, they're keeping spectators in mind, and they are the number one priority. And I think the association, Gujarat Cricket Association, have given a lot of importance to the spectators, and I just hope the other top associations to begin with give a lot of importance to their spectators, who come and watch the game at the venue, and make sure that they're comfortable and they go back thinking about the experience. I mean, that's what is important, so that when you give them the best of the facilities, they feel like coming back again, and that's how you draw the crowds back into the venues.
Absolutely, Venky. Tomorrow, 50% attendance is permitted due to COVID. It is actually 110,000 capacity. So 50% means 55,000, Venky, which is equal to almost, I would say, 70 to 80% of the Indian grounds or world over have this capacity only. And this is just 50% capacity. And adding color to the occasion is the day-night test match, Venky, the pink ball test match. It makes it even more beautiful, I would say.
Absolutely, yes. I mean, it's going to be very interesting. One is, as you said, 50,000. The spectator, it's been sold out. That itself is bigger than M. Chinnaswamy Stadium, for example, at Bangalore. Having said that, yes, a pink ball test match, coming back to the pink ball test match, which is a day-night test match, it is the second test match that's played in India. Of course, first was at the Eden Gardens against Bangladesh, which India won quite easily. And this is the second day-night test match, the pink ball test match that is played in India, and against England. That's the third test match. Of course, both India and England are 1-1 now in the series. So, I mean, it's going to be interesting, because obviously we all know that pink ball does help the fast bowlers, help the swing bowlers as well. It tends to swing a bit more than the red ball, and since it is played in day and night, so the atmosphere also does help the faster bowlers to get that extra spin or extra swing in their bowling.
Canara Bank, together we can.
Now, the reason also being, Venky, see, when compared to a red ball and a pink ball, the red ball has wax finish, that's a matte finish, whereas this has a PU coat paint, which lasts for around 40 to 50 overs. So the shine can be maintained on both sides for 40 to 50 overs. And generally, they prepare the wicket for pink test ball with much more, or I would say, liberal grass covering when compared to other wickets. So the dilemma with the Indian team, or rather the hosting association, Venky, is whether they are going to prepare another turner, or they'll be forced to prepare a wicket which will assist the seamers, or retain the color and quality of the ball.
Well, I would say the association or the board, the cricket board, needs to prepare a good test match cricket pitch, which would last for, say, about 4 to 5 days at least, and should not get over in 3 days or something like that. So looking at that, probably, because if you go back to the second test match, I still feel that the pitch did help the spinners from ball one. From ball one, on day one, from ball one, it started helping the spinners. I wouldn't really get into the debate of whether it's a fair wicket or not fair. But coming back to this test match, I would say, if the test match can last for, say, about the last session of fourth day, or the fifth day, if it goes to the fifth day, and if there is a result, I think nothing like it. So that for me is a very good test match cricket pitch, and this is what I think they should look to prepare, so that one is, it's a stadium which is big, it's a new stadium, first international match, And secondly, it's a first in this year as far as the pink ball test match is concerned. And on top of it, if the game goes on to the 5th day, nothing like it. I think the crowd will get their money's worth.
But Venky, the pink ball test match in India or the 2 test matches which India has played suggest otherwise, because if you remember against Bangladesh in Kolkata, India finished the match in just 2.5 days. At the same time, in the Adelaide pink ball test match, India also lost this game in 2.5 days. So even though 10 days of cricket should have been played, both the matches ended in just 5 days put together, I'm telling. Now coming back to dilemma, I was telling whether it's going to be a turning track or a pacey wicket or which will assist the pacers. What will be your probable 11 for tomorrow? I'm talking from India's perspective.
Oh, well, I'm sure the management would be thinking quite hard in terms of the 11 that they would like to pick. Of course, in the beginning of the series itself, it was said that Ravindra Jadeja will be available for the 3rd test match onwards, I suppose. Is he available or no? I'm not very sure.
He is not. He's ruled out of the series.
Oh, I see. Okay, if he's ruled out, then I would. As far as the batting department is concerned, it's going to be pretty much the same. It's going to be Rohit Sharma and Shubman Gill who will be opening the innings. And of course, both of them are in very good form. Rohit Sharma, though, I mean, we saw him how he played in the last inning, last test match. So he's in great form. Number 3 is Pujara, who I feel is the backbone for the Indian batting department and batting lineup. He's somebody who stays there for longer times and also has got the ability of scoring big. And Virat Kohli, of course, there's no. The more you talk about Virat Kohli, it's less basically. So that's how it is. He's a class performer. And after that is Ajinkya Rahane. Then it is going to be Rishabh Pant. So this is going to be pretty set. So and from there onwards, the 5 other players, are they going to look at 2 spinners and 3 fast bowlers, or 3 spinners and 2 fast bowlers? That's something which the team management will be in a dilemma. So I would probably go with still 2 fast bowlers and 3 spinners. With Jasprit Bumrah coming in for Mohammad Siraj and Ishant Sharma, okay, and the 3 other spinners, that is Akshar Patel, Kuldeep Yadav, and Ravichandran Ashwin.
So again, I would say, Venky, this 3-2 combination or 2-3. 3-2 means 3 spinners and 2 fast bowlers, or 3 seamers or 2 spinners, will depend on the pitch that's going to be finally prepared tomorrow. Even though, in fact, Anderson had made a statement that when I saw the wicket, there was a liberal grass covering, and he himself had told, I'm sure that before the match, everything will be shaved off. So he was telling like that. But again, will be decided on how the pitch will be. But another important event that's occurring tomorrow, Venky, coinciding with all this, is Ishant Sharma's 100th test match. If I'm not wrong, Venky, he made his India test debut when you were the bowling coach of the Indian team. Just share his journey right from his debut to today.
Well, look, I mean, it's first of all, it's a great achievement. I would say for someone to play 100 test matches, it is not easy, and for a fast bowler to have played 100 test matches, it's that much more challenging, that much more difficult. I mean, we have seen batsmen playing 100 test matches, we have seen spinners playing 100 test matches, because there's not much of a wear and tear that they would go through, or the body would go through, if you're a batsman or a spin bowler compared to fast bowler. The wear and tear is that much more for a fast bowler because of the stress that he has to go through, running in and coming and bowling every single delivery. So it's not going to be easy. So obviously he's the second fast bowler for India, if I'm right. It's after Kapil Dev. He's the only other fast bowler who has played 100 test matches. Even Zahir Khan couldn't make it, or Javagal Srinath couldn't make it. And top bowlers like that, they have not able to play 100 test matches. So it's a great achievement. And yes, he did make his test debut when I was a bowling coach in 2007 and 2008, if I'm right. That was against Pakistan. Yes, he was raw. He had not played much of cricket. Of course, he was very lanky, tall, lanky, fast bowler. Um, but what I admire about Ishant is his work ethic. He's always committed to his fast bowling. He's always used to train hard, bowl hard in the nets, bowl the way it has to be done in the test matches or in any of the international match. So there was no shortcut whenever he used to bowl in the nets and whenever he used to train. So the commitment, the hard work was always you could it was always evident that he was there and there and there every single time. So that was a beauty, and probably that's the work ethic which has taken him this long, I would say.
Canara Bank. Together we can.
Superb. Actually, we should wish him good luck for his 100th test appearance, because, Venky, as you rightly said, very few fast bowlers in the world, not just in India. There are only 2 in India, means across the world, if I see the statistics, there are only 11 guys who have achieved that. Wasim Akram.
11 bowlers?
Yeah,
Okay.
11 fast bowlers. Ian Botham, Kapil Dev, County Walsh. Then you have Wasim Akram, Glenn McGrath, Mackay Antony, Sean Pollack, like that, the list. Only the cream are there, are best of the best. So we wish him all the best. Venky, so I am very excited to watch this test match, especially this is an excellent opportunity for England to come back into this series.
Well, definitely, yes. They would like to take their chances in tomorrow's game. I mean, the next match, that's a day-night game, the pink ball, and they would definitely expect the pink ball to swing a bit more compared to the red ball initially, and of course, you know how threatening they can be if the ball tends to swing. And I would probably feel that Jofra Archer and James Anderson might come back into the team. And with Stuart Broad in the team, with 3 fast bowlers, suppose if they're going with 3 fast bowlers, it's going to be a big challenge. But I'm not very sure whether they're going to go with these 3 fast bowling combination, because there is Ben Stokes as well. So they might go with Jofra Archer if he's fit. James Anderson, if they, because there's a lot of rotation policy that they're following. So if James Anderson comes back in with Jofra Archer, then Ben Stokes could add some firepower, and with 2 spinners. So I think probably this would be the combination. There might be a couple of changes. Josh Butler might come back in. Johnny Bairstow is come back. He's come back into the team. So there's a lot of rotation that's happening in the English team. So obviously, if you look at that rotation policy, they're only looking at the process, not exactly the result or the outcome. Not like the Indian team, or not like our mindset. So Indian mindset is always looking at the result or looking at the outcome. But English team is following the process. I think it probably suits them, I suppose. So these are the only few changes that I can see.
Absolutely right. And then Moeen Ali has flown back to England, so we can expect Dom Best to come back into the playing 11, Venky. And as you rightly said, I think James Anderson made a statement that when people were commenting that why England is doing such a rotation policy when World Test Championship is at stake, like that he was telling you should always look at the bigger picture. This was his statement, in fact. So Ishant Sharma, in fact, on the occasion of his 100th Test match, has said that I have not been able to play the other World Cups, that is the T20 and 50-over World Cup. So for me, World Test Championship is the World Cup for me. So I would like to win it for India. That's a wonderful gesture, I would say, Venky.
Oh, definitely. Look, for any player, I would say, Srinivas Murthy, that when you go onto the field, when you're representing the nation, it's not just about playing the World Cup, or it's not just about playing the World Test Championship. It's about playing that match, okay, and winning that match for the country is what is important for every single player. I mean, it's no surprise. Obviously, World Test Championship is round the corner. and India is very much en route to play this World Test Championship. So yes, but then one should not forget the present. So it's I mean, everybody would like to see Indian team playing the World Test Championship, the finals in the World Test Championship. But what is very important is to be in the present, be in the moment, do what it takes for them to win this test match, the pink ball test match, at a day-night test match at the Sardar Patel Stadium.
So the bottom line is take one step at a time, focus on the process, forget the result. Results will come automatically. Thank you very much, Venky. It was a pleasure having a wonderful talk with you.
Thank you very much, Nivas Murthy.
So exciting test match is starting tomorrow. That is on 24th. The game starts at 2:30. Toss will happen at 2 o'clock. I am most excited to see this wonderful world-class stadium. I hope you will also be thrilled by that particular pink ball test match at this world's largest cricket ground. Thank you for watching Canara Bank YouTube channel. Kindly share, comment, and also tell your friends. We are also uploading this particular video on our Facebook page also. So keep watching Canara Bank YouTube channel.